And welcome to the channel. Bob Sales this time as next year. So let's talk about the drops, the Disney moments, everything else going with it. So let's take a look at the golden moments first. Not very well received. Pumbaa and Timon's 135 gems, which is not good. The common Winnie the Pooh, everyone quite liked this one for 225. So by looks of it, VEVE have not done a very good job of this. I mean, the rare, the Flounder and Sebastian, I brought this one myself. I think I paid 100 gems for it, which for the rare was the easy option. Probably not the best looking statue out of the lot. I quite like the clock, if I'm honest, from Beauty and the Beast. And the clock and the candlesticks are really good looking one, actually. Let's see if we can find it here. Yeah, there's the clock. So Cogsworth and Lumineer, 100 gems. So now if I had more gems, I think I'd actually buy that. But right now, I'm not sure, is buying the good option? How long can you buy into the dip right now? So let's have a look at the Electra. So this is today's drop. The rare is 31 gems. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. But then I never went for the drop today for Electra. I mean, look at the state of it. I mean, is it rushed or is it just... It's just rather rubbish. Look at the head. And then the neck on the other one. Let's see where the other one is. Yeah, the uncommon, the neck on that is crazy looking. That is definitely not a good looking NFT. The animation one's not that great. The animation's pretty poor, pretty standard. But for 150 gems, is it worth picking up? I mean, you're gonna see that go down to 100 gems, I think. I think that's going to go down to 100 gems. You never know, it could get worse. It might even go worse. Let's take a look and see some of my harsh realities right now. So the Avengers 47. I've got two of these bearing in mind. 80 gems, I paid 45 gems right now. As you can see, the price goes from 45 to 74 in the same wall. So it only needs to take a couple to sell, but they are just going down right now. Same again. Yep, 90 gems. But all these other, there's Electra's Daredevil cover, Daredevil 25. So that is actually a really good cover right there. That Electra is actually better than the one we got. Physical form. I don't know whose face they've got on that one, but it looks awful. But yeah, I paid 20 gems for 3 of these. They're now worth 12 gems. I mean, it only takes a bit for that floor to go back up looking at it. Take a look at another steel right now. So Dark Hawk has gone from 75 gems to 27 gems. What is going on? Look, all the way from 27 to 50 gems in that one wall. Only 38 listed. Normally when the supply is getting lower, the prices are going up. Let's take a quick look at Thanos. Thanos is actually not struggling as bad, but I'm still down. When I brought in, this looked like it was going up to 120 floor, I would say 120 floor. Plus it's a nice cover. What else we got here? The rare Uncanny X-Men. Now this was the best cover out of the lot. Definitely the best out of this comic anyway. It's the best cover out of the lot. I mean, that floor's not doing too bad, but at the same time, these floors shouldn't exist. Uncanny X-Men 96. Now I brought these at a crazily good price not too long ago. and they've gone even lower. Like, when are we going to reach the floor, guys? The other thing right now is there's so many comic books under 7 gems, 8 gems. I mean, all the X-Men one pretty much is. The new release X-Men ones. Going to 5 gems. This is madness. And yet you still got people that the floor's not low enough for. You would think the floor's low enough. And if people keep lowering these floors like this, we're going to have nothing left in the app. No one's going to be here. But rather than doing the greater cause right now, all these multiple accounts, rather than helping the system, they're creating even more problems with the system. And if VEVE don't last, all these people, well, they're going to have to move on to the next thing. That's the thing no one's thinking about. All these great IPs. I mean, we've got some of the best IPs there is, and the prices are this low. It's just crazy. Now, the good thing about my position is I've mainly bought comics. I mean, as you can see, look. So I've got 1 collectible and 130 comics. Now, all my comics are under value right now. Every single comic. But at the same time, where I've put myself, I know that comics will be in the vaults. That was going to be the big item ticket that was going to raise the comics floors even more. And think, when I brought into the comic prices, they were good prices for what that was on dips and everything else when I brought them. I studied the markets for weeks before I even bought them, so I know they were good prices. I've not been here for the shortest of time. There's a lot of different creators, content creators that have been here shorter than me. So I look at the market daily, and to say daily, I've got the VEVE addiction, so I look every hour at the prices. I get I get people like to leave reviews that are true. But right now, how do you think this is going to help new people get into the app? So we go down to the app, and just all these reviews pretty much are terrible. So I love this app. See, someone's got common sense there. And here we go. App won't open. Mail money stuck in VEVE. Getting stuck on the opening screen. Update at 3 months. Still got nothing. Pointless app. Full of bots. Which we can't say that it's not full of bots, because it is full of bots. I sent 2 messages as I'm able. Yep, I've got the same error, so I hear that. But to say this is a scam, in my opinion, do you think Disney would be scamming anyone right now? Or DC or Marvel, any of these companies would be wanting to scam? Putting their names to a scam company? Which is why half of the NFT companies we have right now, you don't see these brands. You see these little 2D, little pixelated, crappy pictures that ain't worth nothing. That's the worth we've got. The worth we've got is VEVE and the IPs. But as you can see, reviews like this, if you get a new person to go into the app, take a look at the reviews, are they going to download the app based on what you can read here? All I'm seeing is scam, 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 bots, 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 bots. Who's going to invest in that? So let's talk about VEVE regarding the issues right now. So we've got regarding the issues with server load and security requirements, errors for some users. The team continues to work through this, but we fully understand that words really ain't enough when you've been IP banned like myself. I haven't used no bots, no script, no nothing. I have a video about that, but as I say, it's not good enough. And now they're saying it's not that, it's just an error. It's just a service error. We didn't tell you that by email. We've never expressed that opinion, but yeah, this is what's happening now. So as for the other big ticket items we're waiting for, updates will be given by David, and Dan's video coming this week. Now, let's talk about this, guys. I mean, honestly, we really need really need a big update. It needs to be comics in vaults. It needs to be MTL. It needs to be big updates right now. I think the DeLorean needs to drive. They promised the DeLorean should drive, so it should drive. They said all of this was coming, and we keep getting, well, it takes time. It takes time. But also making new drops every week takes time. Pause the drops for a month. I'm sure we'll all miss the drops. We all love our drops. But pause the drops for a month and take time to just look at your database, look at your whole setup, and improve some of the issues. Concentrate on some of the issues. Now, VEVE must have quite a lot of money at this point to be investing in some of these issues. We can't still have 30 employees covering the whole thing, I'm sure. At one point we was told there's 15, 30 employees, something like that, something stupid. So we can't have that many employees now, still doing the same thing, still answering everyone, still doing the development. That it's just not possible. But anyway, guys, I mean, I'm pro VEVE. I really like VEVE. VEVE's got some big issues, but I think VEVE's here to stay. All these IPs are not going to go to waste. If you're telling me all these little pixelated 2D pictures are worth loads of money on OpenSea, why can't these VEVE ones be? So anyway, that's my opinion. That's my honest, unbiased opinion. I know a lot of people don't want to hurt VEVE's feelings, but I'm going to tell you how it is, and I'm going to speak the truth. Now, in my opinion, the prices will go back up. But we're going to be looking at 6 months. 6 months maybe, depending on what's going to happen with the AMA this week. It all depends on the AMA. If we get a good AMA and it's backed up the following week with the updates they promise in that AMA, it should get the buzz back up. So if you're in my situation, I would say about 2,500 gems in comics right now overall. But that's gems of what I've paid. So right now I've probably got about 1,000 gems in comics. Not even that. That's how bad things are right now. So the plan is, for me anyway, you've either got a couple of options. You can either start selling now before they get any lower, and then buy back in and then make a couple of gems back that way. But for me, I don't really see that as an option, because I like to keep my stuff where the price marks were, so I can see what they originally were, so I know how much money I'm making back. I haven't got time to make a spreadsheet and go through all that stuff to sort this out, so I have to do it my way. So my way will be wait for MTL to go. So when everyone's got MTL, when everyone can cash out, that's going to draw more people in and take the people that want to go and let them go. And which by that point, we should hopefully have better reviews in the reviews for the app itself, because people can get their gems out. You know, it don't look like such a catch. The other good thing will be for me is the comics in vaults. As soon as that happens, my stuff should double. Well, it would have done in the first place, but I don't know about with the market being as low as it is now. But do you keep buying in? That is the question right now. Do you keep investing into the app and hoping not to lose more money? Now, if you're new to the app, this is a perfect time. You can buy loads. Ignore the feed, ignore the negativity. Just buy and invest. But at the same time, if you're already here and you've already got so much money tied into it, do you want to keep investing? Because right now you could lose it all. So I'm at the point where I either sell now and make a quarter of my money back, if that, or I hold and I could lose everything, or it could double, triple in the next 6 months. So that's the question. Which one are you going to do? Are you going to hold, or are you going to sell now? So for me, I'll be holding and waiting for the MTL to go, waiting for the comics in the vaults. And after all the MTL, all the people have fudded out with their MTL, cashed out, who wants to go, hopefully we should get more positive app. Hopefully by then half the bot issues will be fixed. The restrictions, the service loads, the IP restrictions, everything else. There's got to be a better way to do that. I mean, I think if you give 10 of us in the community permission to go around looking for bots, I think we'd wipe them out in a day. If we could get the information on who's purchased what in the market and everything, we could do half the research ourselves to see who's bots and who's not. But anyway, that's my thoughts on the whole thing. So I'd advise to hold, not sell in this market. Definitely don't fall for any more sell walls. Guys, that's the video. I've been your host, Bob Sells. This time next year, we will be millionaires. A peace.